Hello, beautiful. How are you today? Welcome to Mondays with Mori. I'm so honored that you are here. If this is the first time you're watching me live, welcome to my world. I do these energetic updates every Monday, most Mondays. And I want to share this with you. I just finished a session with a client and this information just came through and I feel like it will be really powerful to share it with you. So if you are someone that has experienced trauma in their life, if you're someone that is dealing with anxiety, is dealing with depression, if you know somebody that is going through these kind of big emotions, big feelings, big life happenings, and they seem like they need some support, please share this with them. Okay, so what I want to share with you is this awareness that I got about when trauma is triggered. So a lot of times the clients that come to me, they come to me because there's things in their life that aren't working so well for them. They're having a hard time finding a loving relationship. They're having a hard time financially. They're having a lot of body pain, migraines, anxiety attacks, and regular anxiety. And so they come to me because they're struggling in these areas of their life. And what I just noticed is there's a very specific vibration that happens to activate and to trigger these traumas. So a really good way to look at this is, you know how sometimes you plug into the radio and a song comes on and suddenly your whole body is like really happy because you heard the song before and it brings up all the memories and all the emotions from that song, from that experience that you had. Maybe it's a song that was a really sad song because when your boyfriend broke up with you in high school, you were listening to that song and you were crying to that song. So every time you hear that song, you get just really sad and, like all emotional about it. Okay. It's the same thing with trauma. When we are in certain environments, when we are around certain people, when we are in certain circumstances, the trauma is activated. So I want you to tune into that. I want you to start noticing. Let's say you have anxiety. Notice when your anxiety spikes up. Notice when it activates. Notice when it's triggered. Is it a certain energy that you're feeling? Is it around a certain person? Is it in a very specific environment? Some people have high anxiety when they need to fly on an airplane. Okay, some people have really high anxiety to be in social environments with other people. Some people have a lot of anxiety when they have to learn something new. Some people have a lot of anxiety standing in front of people. Somebody have a lot of anxiety going on a first date. What is it for you that's triggering you? This is a very big indicator to knowing what it is that's actually activating the trauma from outside of you. When you can get the awareness of this, you'll start noticing that this is something that's triggering you so you can prepare ahead of time. Okay, so if you're noticing that you get really anxious before you have to do a big presentation for work, notice when is the first time that you ever remember feeling this way? Okay, can you go back as young as you can, before 9 years old, to a time and place that maybe you felt really anxious about standing in front of a crowd and speaking? Or maybe you were in a situation where you were really high vibe and talking and doing some kind of show or some kind of performance and somebody really shut you down, put you down. These are all situations that can activate this kind of anxiety before you have to step up and do something. I'm giving this as an example, but for so many of us, this can be tied into so much more. And a lot of times it takes a little bit more support to really find those places from our past that are being activated and triggered. What I do want to share with you is that if you can tune into what actually activates it from outside of you, I know that it feels like it's inside of you, but if you notice what in the environment is activating it, what in the environment is bringing it up, what in the environment is creating this in your body, then you can start shifting it. This is also really helpful if you're trying to find your soulmate, If you're trying to find your soulmate and you're on dating apps and you're going and meeting people, but you're coming into the date with a lot of baggage, with a lot of energetical baggage from other dates that you've been on that didn't work out, or from a heartbreak, or from a past relationship, the person in front of you, they're going to activate the trauma in you. And so you can't really be in your power. You can't really be in your truth. You can't really represent who you are, because now you stepped into high alert mode instead of into your power. So start playing with this. Notice when it is that the trauma is activating from the environment. Notice the vibration you're tuning into that activates it. Play with it and let me know. And if you need support, if you need help, if you feel like this is something that you could use more sharpening, more clarity on, reach out. I would love to support you. I've been doing this work for over 18 years, and I'm really good at finding what it is preventing you from being you. It's time to morph into you now. There's no other time. Stop wasting your time on being somebody you're not. Stop wasting your time on living in fear and living in trauma and living separated from your power. It's time to step into your power now. This world needs you. If you need support, I'm here. Reach out. If this was a contribution, please share. It's the only way that we can get better and better together. I hope you have a beautiful Monday, and I will see you soon. Bye.